When the doctor said the word temporary, it sounded gentle, like a cushion placed under a fall. Temporary stay, temporary weakness, temporary change. I held on to that word the way people hold on to railings when their knees aren't sure anymore. My daughter Anna stood beside the hospital bed, nodding too quickly, already arranging the future in her head. My son-in-law Mark leaned against the wall, arms crossed, polite but distant, as if this were a meeting he hadn't asked to attend. The doctor explained that I shouldn't be alone for a while after the stroke. Nothing dramatic, he said. Mild, manageable. Rest, medication, observation. You'll come stay with us, Anna said before I could speak. Her voice carried the certainty of a decision already made. I wanted to say no. I wanted to go back to my house, my quiet mornings, my armchair by the window where the light fell just right. But the truth was I had dropped a cup twice that week, and once I couldn't remember the word for stairs. So I nodded. Temporary. They brought me home 2 days later. Not my home. Their home. A neat, beige place with clean lines and no clutter, as if life itself had been edited down to essentials. Mark carried my single suitcase. Anna followed with a bag of medications and a forced brightness that made her smile look tight. We set up the guest room, she said. It's cozy. The guest room had once been an office. A desk pushed against the wall. A narrow bed with unfamiliar sheets, no pictures. I sat on the edge of the mattress and told myself it was fine. Temporary. The first week passed quietly. Anna checked my pills morning and night. Mark nodded hello and goodbye. The grandchildren, Lucy and Ben, were kind in the way children are kind when told to be. They asked how I was feeling, then returned to their screens. At night, I lay awake listening to the sounds of a house that wasn't mine. Pipes knocking, footsteps overhead, doors closing softly, as if careful not to wake a stranger.
I thought often of my house, of the room at the back where I slept, the one I had painted pale blue after my husband died because I couldn't stand the beige anymore, of the dresser where his watch still lay in the top drawer, of the closet that smelled faintly of cedar and thyme. After 10 days, Anna mentioned going back to my place to pick up more clothes. You don't need much, she said, just the basics. I'll come with you, I said, surprised by how strong the need was. She hesitated. It might be tiring. I'm fine, I said. I want to see the house. She agreed, reluctantly. The drive felt longer than I remembered. When we pulled up, something was wrong immediately, though I couldn't have said what. The curtains were open wide. The porch light was off. Anna unlocked the door and stepped aside. Inside, the air felt different. Thinner. Echoing. The living room was bare. Not empty, stripped. The couch was gone. The rug rolled up and leaning against the wall. The bookshelf stood half empty, shelves uneven where books had been removed in a hurry. Boxes lined the hallway, each marked in thick black marker, donate. Storage. Sort later. My heart beat hard enough that I had to sit down on a chair that wasn't mine. What is this? I asked. Anna avoided my eyes. We thought, while you're staying with us, it would be a good time to organize. Organize what? Your things, she said gently. You have so much. It's been years. We didn't want to overwhelm you later. I stood and walked down the hall. Each step felt unreal, like moving through a dream that refused to bend. The back bedroom door was open. My room was gone. The bed dismantled. The dresser empty, drawers stacked against the wall. My clothes folded into boxes. The pale blue walls now interrupted by nails pulled halfway out, as if someone had started erasing me and paused only because they ran out of time. They needed the space, Anna said behind me. Mark's sister is separating. She might need a place to stay for a while. I turned to her slowly. They gave my room away, I said. No, she said quickly. Not away. Just planned for. You'll be with us now. It makes sense. I opened one box at random. Inside were photographs. Loose. Faces turned sideways. My wedding picture bent slightly at the corner. I'm still alive, I said. Anna sighed, the sound of someone tired of a conversation they hadn't realized would happen. Mom, don't make this harder than it needs to be. That night, back in the guest room, I lay staring at the unfamiliar ceiling. Temporary had quietly changed its meaning. It no longer sounded gentle. It sounded final. After that day, something shifted inside me, though outwardly everything remained polite and calm. Anna continued with the medications. Mark continued with his nods. The children continued to ask, "How are you feeling?" like a line from a play they had rehearsed. But I stopped talking about going home. It wasn't that I didn't want to. It was that I no longer knew where home was supposed to be. At meals, I noticed things I hadn't before. The way Anna corrected me when I reached for salt. The way Mark subtly moved objects out of my reach, as if the world itself had become too sharp for my hands. The way decisions happened around me, not with me. One afternoon, I overheard Anna on the phone. "Yes, we're thinking long-term," she said. "It's better this way. She doesn't really need all that space anymore." I stood in the hallway, leaning against the wall, my heart pounding. She didn't see me. "She'll be safer here," Anna continued. And honestly, it was only a matter of time. A matter of time. Like milk spoiling. Like a lease expiring. I went back to the guest room and sat on the bed, hands folded, trying to remember when I had crossed from being a person to being a responsibility. Weeks passed. Mark's sister never came. My room stayed dismantled. Anna avoided the topic whenever I brought it up. One evening, I asked directly, "When can I go back?" She paused, plate in her hands. "Back where?" "To my house." She set the plate down slowly. "Mom, we talked about this." "No," I said. "You talked. I listened." She rubbed her temples. "It's not practical. The stairs, the isolation. What if something happens? What if nothing happens?" I asked. She didn't answer. That night, I dreamed of my old bedroom, intact, waiting. When I woke, I felt an ache so deep it surprised me. Not physical. Something heavier. The next day, I asked Mark if he could drive me to the house. "I'm asking you," I said. He hesitated, then nodded. The house looked smaller than I remembered. Inside, the boxes were still there, though some had been moved. The living room felt like a waiting room. I went straight to the bedroom. Someone had painted over the blue. A flat, neutral gray now covered the walls. I stood there for a long time, my hand pressed against the paint, as if warmth might still be trapped underneath. In the closet, my clothes were gone. Only a few hangers remained, swaying slightly when I opened the door. Mark stood in the doorway. They thought it would be easier if... I turned to him. "Did anyone ask me?" He looked down. That was answer enough. On the way back, neither of us spoke. That night, I began to understand something I had avoided until then. This wasn't about safety or convenience. This was about absence. They had rehearsed life without me while I was still here. I started keeping track of time in smaller ways. How long it took Anna to respond when I called her name. How often Mark chose to work late. How the children's questions shifted from "How are you?" to "Do you need help?" I did not need help tying my shoes. But they hovered anyway. One morning, I found my medications reorganized into a new container with days labeled in bright colors. Efficient. Final. "I liked the old way," I said. "This is better," Anna replied. "Less confusion." I swallowed the urge to argue. Confusion, apparently, was now assumed. I began writing letters in a notebook I kept hidden in my suitcase. Not to send. Just to remember how my thoughts sounded when they belonged only to me. I wrote about my husband. About the sound of the house at night when it was still mine. About the color blue and how it had felt like a decision once. One afternoon, Lucy came into the guest room and sat beside me. "Mom says you used to be very independent," she said. "I still am," I replied. She frowned, thinking, "Then why are you here?" I had no answer that would make sense to a child. The final blow came quietly. I overheard Mark and Anna talking late one night. "We could turn the guest room into a nursery," Mark said. "If we move her to assisted living, it solves everything." There it was. Clean. Efficient. Solved. Anna didn't answer immediately. Then softly, "It might be time." I lay awake until morning when breakfast came, I ate calmly. I smiled. I thanked them. After they left the room, I packed my suitcase. I didn't take much. Just the notebook, a sweater, the watch from the drawer they hadn't found yet. I called a taxi. Anna came running when she heard the door. "Where are you going?" she asked, panic breaking through. "Home," I said. "But..." "I am still alive," I said, and for the first time, my voice did not shake. The house was cold when I returned. Empty. But it was mine. I slept on a mattress on the floor that first night. The grey walls stared back at me, indifferent. Still, I slept better than I had in weeks. The next days were hard. I moved slowly. I rested often. But each action belonged to me. Anna called. Then Mark. Then both together. "We're worried," Anna said. "I know," I replied. "But worry is not ownership." She cried. I listened. I did not apologize. Neighbors stopped by. Old friends brought soup. One offered help repainting. We chose blue. As the color returned to the walls, something inside me settled. I wasn't cured. I wasn't strong in the way I once was. But I was present. I arranged my things again. Slowly. Intentionally. Each object placed felt like a declaration. Weeks passed. The calls from Anna became less frequent. More careful. One day, Lucy came by with a drawing. It showed my house, blue and bright. "I like it better like this," she said. "So do I replied. Time softened the sharpest edges, but it did not erase what had happened. Some things, once boxed up, never quite returned to their original shape. Anna and I spoke more honestly after that. Not often, but honestly. She admitted fear. I admitted hurt. We did not resolve everything. Life continued in smaller, quieter ways. I learned my limits. I respected them without surrendering to them. Sometimes I sat in my chair by the window and watched the light fall just right, exactly where it always had. I thought about how easy it is to erase someone gently, with good intentions, with practical language. I thought about rooms, and how they remember us even when others forget. They had given my room away while I was still alive, but I had taken it back. And in doing so, I remembered something essential. As long as I could choose where I stood, I still belonged to myself.